Hello, my name is Amy Ramford, and welcome to my summary of learning for EC&I 832. When I first joined Digital Citizenship and Media Literacies, I really didn't know what the class would be about. I put the title together in my head and expected to be taught how to be a good citizen online and how to learn to read different types of media, but I had no idea all the information that the class would contain. To be honest, before starting this class, technology to me was using apps on my phone and using certain sites and tricks online to help my students. I always thought it was a good idea to teach my students to use the internet safely, not believe everything they hear, and understand when it was appropriate or not appropriate to use their cell phone. From the very beginning, everything was new to me. I never even used Zoom or even tried an online class before. I always thought it was just easier to go to the university, so that's what I did. I even think back to logging onto Zoom for the first time and how nervous I was that it would not work. I had never blogged before. A few of my university friends have successful blogs and I enjoy reading them, but I had never given it a shot. To be honest, I was even a bit pessimistic about starting the blog. After I watched the tutorial Alec had provided, I felt better, but still had so much to learn. I was so shocked at how much it related to journaling. The idea that we could put our thoughts and opinions onto a site was quite comfortable to me. I enjoyed the blogging aspect of the class the most. I was always good at expressing my thoughts and opinions, so it was almost natural. I hated learning how to add pictures, but now it is like second nature to me. From the first class and the assigned readings, I could tell it was going to be pretty cool to see how much information was out there about this topic and the resources that were available to me. The scary thing was how much I had to learn. I think I enjoyed the first couple of classes so much because of the topics. They really explained a lot to me and put some things into perspective. My favorite readings were the ones where the students in the class had the most debate. The students really did not like the digital native immigrant reference, but I rather enjoyed it. I thought it was a great analogy for my parents. I think there's something to be said about technology being a second language to some people. Sometimes I even feel that way. I did agree, however, that the visitor and resident continuum was a much better example because there are so many people older than me that can use technology better than me. I loved the readings on digital citizenship. I liked that they told teachers that it was not just about teaching students what not to do, but also what they should be doing, that they need to create a positive online impression. They need to start teaching students that it's not more like a footprint, but more like a tattoo, which they will totally relate to. The Digital Citizenship Education in Saskatchewan Schools package is a great resource teachers should be aware of. I love the posters in the continuum. We need to follow the continuum and teach the correct information, which I find to be grade appropriate. I know that I will focus on the topics outlined for my grade 11 and 12 students because they are relevant to their lives and futures. In the article, Digital Literacy, What Does It Mean to You? They describe how in order for students to be digitally literate, they not only need to learn how to use technology, but be critical of the information they gather. This is very important for the topic of fake news. Another great moment for me this semester is when Pat Mays came to talk to our class. He said that teachers are always in the spotlight and that we need to ensure that we have the public's confidence to teach their youth. We are held to a higher standard and we need to be careful about what we put online. I will always remember this and be careful because it is important to protect my career. One of my favorite topics of the semester was media literacy. In the article Making a Case for Media Literacy in the Classroom, they described that students are much more attentive to ideas they recognize as directly relevant to their lives. Their attention spans can even increase 400% if they perceive a topic to be of personal relevance. I teach a course that is relevant to students' lives, so I understand how valuable and relevant the education can be. If we incorporate more lessons that relate to our students' lives, then maybe we can see a spike in reading and writing levels and have more success in our classrooms. I liked the readings from week 11 because they gave us real resources to use in our classes, like the questions on questioning the media. It made me think about how teachers need more PD on media literacy. All of these topics, lessons, and articles are what led to my major project. You can find out more about my major project and what I learned in Summary of Learning Part 2.